Hi, hello. This is the guy that does stuff. I'm here in Carlisle today, and I'm here with...
EverydayJake from EDFC. How we doing, boys?
Hell yeah. So why are we here today? What's the occasion?
Oh, man, we are here for Feed the Streets. Zero and Izzar dropping that tape, man, and it is a masterpiece. That's why we're here.
Exclusive listening party.
Yeah.
And what do you think makes a good performance?
Makes a good performance, man. It's all about the heart that you throw up on stage. A lot of artists get up there and they just, they got their backing tracks on. They ain't up there doing their absolute best, you know? They're relying on some things, and I think performing is the heart and soul to growing your audience. So if you can put your heart into what you got to do, man, you're going to grow that audience, you know? So these boys are doing that. Most definitely.
Hell yeah. And who's a local artist that you think we should keep our eyes on?
Look, beyond myself, I'm EverydayJake. I work with my brother boy, Fat Jack. We're in a crew called EDFC. We got shit coming, but I want to talk about myself. As someone who I look at as someone in the scene that I love working with. He's one of my boys, but he is undeniably probably the dopest in the scene, and it's Coerce. Him and his girl, Monty, can absolutely tear apart anybody in the scene with a heartfelt track, a bars track, whatever you want, and they've just had a baby, so they're like stepping back a little, but I think that's gonna be a mind shift, and I think when he comes back, like even rappers like me and his got to watch out, you know, like it's gonna be hard work, keep up with like that.
Hell yeah, love a little bit of friendly competition though.
That's it, man. If we're not fighting together, who are we fighting against? People who don't like us, you know, like them, let's fight together.
Hell yeah. And what's one thing you want to see more of in the Perth scene?
Look, it's I've been in this scene for a long time. I've been in this scene since before Complete came up. I've done a lot of things. I've been in and out. One thing I think the scene relies on is the people who are above us to do something for the people who are below us. And that is not how hip hop works. If we look at the five elements, we go back, you know, it's all about breaking, it's all about battling, it's all about, you know, showing who the f*** you are. And I think we miss that in the Perth scene. We're all too nice to each other. We're worried about f***ing up a venue or this or that. Like, let's get guerrilla on this shit, man. Like, we're not gonna change Perth like the rest of the country if we don't get guerrilla. We got everything here ready to go. So let's blow it up. Let's work together. Stop being jaded, motherfuckers, because we all are. I've been there myself too, you know? Like, and it's time to pour your heart in or get the f*** out, is the way I see it.
Hell yeah, gotta go ape, bro.
Ape, man. It's the guerrilla mentality, you know? We do guerrilla warfare and we beat our chest like a gorilla too. So, like, I'm coming hot and heavy this year. If anyone knows my career, they see me fall off 100 times, and it's something that artists do. And I think this scene in Perth does not respect that function. I think it respects consistency over everything else, and consistency sometimes is fakeness. And I think an artist finding themselves derives what this scene really needs in Perth. The rest of the scene in Australia is taken off without us, so we're going to f*** that happen. I'm not. So
I'm not.
That's why I'm here. That's why we're doing this shit, right? So let's ride or die, right?
Hell yeah. And who are the big three of Australian rap?
4. Now, I got a different one than a lot of people. Turquoise Prince. He is... So I look for uniqueness. There's a lot of rappers that are dope rappers. I could say Trem. I could say Brad Strutt. I could say Hilltop. I could say this. But if you're looking at it, they're not the most original. And throw a diss at me, brother, I'll take it down. You know, it's you're not the most original. Turquoise Prince, he sings, he spits bars, he makes his own beats. He comes with a very natural, real sort of vibe. Seth Sentry. Yeah. Undeniable, bro. Undeniable. Who throws a diss chilling it and then gets nothing back? You know, like, undeniable. He can make any song, he can sing, he can spit bars, and there's no cut out in the scene like him. And then my third, final, Ways Up all the time. I think it's who's spitting the best bars at the moment. And if I gotta be honest, it's my boy Fat Jack. And that's bias, because he's my boy. I've known him since we were little kids, and I'd tell that he was shit. And we wouldn't be doing this if he wasn't. And like, undeniably, he's killing me at the moment, and it's hard for me to say. But that's my brother boy, and every cunt needs to move out the way, because he's gonna push you out the way if you're not. And I'm right there with him, EDFC, everyday fact. Here we go.
Hell yeah, solid picks. And what's like a quote or a mantra that you live by?
Yeah, so something, I put it in a song, and I didn't even realise it until I heard the song back, and it's like, I come from the darkest shit, and I could write a story about where I come from, so could all of us, you know? We all say that, we all think that, and it's all about conditioning. Everyone has their own little thing, own little dish, you know? And it's, you can't look at someone else and go, they shouldn't feel like that because I've gone through this. Like, no, fuck that, man. It's you're conditioned to deal with what you deal with. But what I'm getting to is my motto is I am trying to break the cycle and not recycle broken homes. And that doesn't mean split homes, because sometimes 2 split homes are happier than 1 home. I'm trying to break a cycle that is generational through eons back, since before my family migrated to this country, since before a lot of shit, man. And it's habits and it's traits and it's mental dispositions that we have that I will not allow my daughter and then generation next to continue to have these same issues. I think we have a problem with mental health. I think we have a problem with the generation before us ignoring it, and then our generation using it as a excuse. As someone with manic depression, bipolar, oh, the shit, fucking tell me what you want, you know, like. But regardless, if you ain't trying to break the cycle from where you come from, you're part of the problem. I don't care what you've been through, what part of your generation you're from. Like, it's, I think people get caught up, you know, with the First Nations. They're only a couple generations away from what's happened. Like, my family's 10 generations through when the English came through and killed our people. And it's not marking any difference. It's saying that my people should have figured this shit out by now, and we haven't. We're junkies, and we need to change that. So if I expect anyone to break the cycle around me, I've got to start with me first. So if we're going to break these broken homes, we've got to break the cycle, and that's where I'm at. So, Everyday Jake, how we doing?
Hell yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
And you're trying to show someone your music taste, but you've only got 1 song to do it. What song are you playing?
Salsa Valentina by Jan Baxter.
Sorry, say that again.
Salsa Valentina by Jan Baxter. Jan Baxter, high focus, old school head, man. He's with uniqueness. If I was going top 5 in the whole world, you know, everyone could say M, they could say Method Man, they could say this, they could say that. But uniqueness is something that we define uncharacteristically sometimes. And Jan Baxter's got to be one of the most unique. He can paint a picture about something over here while he's telling you words about something over here. And I don't think anyone in our country's really got that. So yeah, Salsa Valentina, just because the beat slaps. And you can't beat that, and those vocals, man. And that's it. And mention Method Man, maybe I've got him coming on the way with a feature. So.
Hell yeah. And one more question. What's like a fun fact that you want to share about yourself?
Fun fact? That's a difficult one. I wouldn't say too much about me. Me is fun. I'm a serious dude. But something that is fun about me is that when I was a kid, I used to like to lick soy sauce off my hand instead of eating it with my rice. I would have rice, white rice. I'm a junkie, so I had to cook from when I was 7, you know. I could cook rice and meat green. And it's not even hard. It's what I was conditioned to, you know. And then with my rice, instead of putting soy sauce on it, instead of frying it, I'd fucking put that in my hand. Lick that up just like I do drugs all the time. No, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding, you know. Like, but that's me, man. That's a fun fact. Everyday Jake. I haven't told no one else that shit before. So if you know me, you know me. Like, if you're not real all the time, you're fake. And like that's it. If you lie to anyone, if you lie to yourself, you're fake as f***, man. I've been doing that for a long time, telling people I was real. So let's get this scene ready, right?
Hell yeah. Thank you for your time.
Easy done, brother. That was a good interview.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Everyday Jake.
Hell yeah.
How we doing?